Hey guys, your girl Aisha K Geek Ass Like Chic, and we're back with another reaction to Titans. We're now into episode 7, which is called 51%. So the last episode, we kind of just had more movement amongst the different parts of Team Titan. We saw a little bit of history between Dick and Babs and what went down back in her glory days and how that's now coming back to bite her. We saw more interactions between the Fire sisters, a little more history on why the relationship is so damaged, but Blackfire seemingly like she's trying to fit in with the team and, you know, maybe get a little acceptance. And of course, we see that Jason is just continuing to spiral because he's recognized now that Crane really does not care about him or consider him as important as he once thought he was to the entire plot that he's trying to unfold. So lots of balls still in the air with this season. And again, I have really no idea how we're going to come to the culmination point or what it's going to be. I'm very excited to get into this episode, but before I do, you know the drill. If you've been here before and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when I do more reactions to this show, as well as many others that are like it. So I hope you would consider joining the family. We would love to have you. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right about now. Corey should be in that bed.
I hope you're watching the news. Looks like God can mind a real party tonight.
I was wrong about you, Jason.
You're dumber than I thought.
Thought you might be pissed.
Anger's just fear in a little black dress. Dude, you can relax. I'm not the Batman.
Right?
Don't worry. I'll show him who's boss.
Okay. Junkie. Ooh, side effects. About time. You didn't even ask what it was. What was that, Red Hood? What was that, Mr. Badass? Idiot.
Like I said,
Not the Batman.
not the Batman.
Oh, Jason. I don't know when it's gonna take for that kid to realize he's not the brains of the operation. Ever.
You're behind Red Hood?
That's right, Valeska. Call it a social experiment. You got a problem with that?
No.
Problem at all.
Ah, here we
No
go.
idea this
Doctor.
We've had to tweak some of the dosage, make it a little more happy, a little less stabby.
More stabby, less stabby. Is that not a theme for 2021?
I tried to trace the multiplier's heat and power signatures, but so far, nothing. It's like he's hidden it. Keep looking.
Yeah, because if he's smart enough to know what the multiplier is, you think he'd just make it easy to find? From Bruce Wayne?
Why haven't we been using it?
We need something that can see a little deeper.
Don't even ask.
The
That's
Oracle?
our only hope.
I imagined a moment in the future so terrible that we might need it.
That moment,
Is now.
we're here.
So why is this Oracle so bad? Jeez. This thing better be pretty massive. Like the way they're acting, this thing better be like damn near Matrix level crazy.
Gordon, I forget.
It's like Cerebro, only low tech. Oh, is it an AI?
Is there anything I can do for you, Mr. Grayson?
The two of you like some time alone?
Right? Jeez, feels like a little date going on here.
Dick, wait.
Right?
Tell you what it's like. Hey, Connor, 6328 Bollinger Avenue. Meet me there.
Maybe you should get more information, get a fuller picture. This running in without thinking has not been working for you. Is this you, Red Hood? Oh, you're such a badass.
Father used to say that sometimes in life, the right choices were only a little better than the wrong ones. He called it the 51% rule.
This is very true.
If your choice
There's always a choice.
good,
What happened to your nose?
Got punched in it by a
Why
girl.
not? You want to know about Red Hood and Crane? They're making moves tonight. I can help you stop them.
Can you?
But I need something first.
Uh-oh.
Something personal.
This is never, no. You can't trust mob people because it's never anything simple. It's not like, oh, I need you to pick up this necklace I dropped at Tiffany's. No, it's going to be something like, I need you to go get this thing that's so illegal that someone confiscated it, that's in like the most secure government facility. That's what it's going to be. Yep,
I knew we were coming.
of course.
You're gonna be okay.
He's not.
I can't defuse it. Dick, you have to go.
Sorry.
Time.
Poor Connor, he just has to keep seeing people explode. This is the worst season ever for him. The therapy. Are you favorite, Dick.
How predictable are the righteous?
This is true. When you're the good person.
How do I destroy you?
Check and mate.
That's exactly what he wanted.
What, she's hiring superheroes now?
No, she's not hiring us. She's helping us. Part of the deal is bringing you back home.
She doesn't want to go back home to his mother.
I'm not going to force you to come with us, but I am asking you.
I mean, in this case, you just have to go back until this is over. Then you can run away again. Although he probably won't be able to run away. Knowing his crazy mafia mother, she'll probably like lock him in a basement somewhere and be like, love me!
I don't need you to protect me, okay? Be stronger than that.
Excuse me?
You're feared.
Maybe not the right phrase.
You can't keep your emotions in check and you can't help them.
Oh, says the guy who's being emotional right now.
Crane isn't smarter than both of us combined. Unless you want to be emotional about it.
Thank you. I am so over when men are literally emotionally telling a woman, don't be emotional. I'm yelling at you with tears in my eyes, but don't you be emotional.
That's him. That's the guy from the van. Dennis Feig.
Aww.
B, I need you to run a name for me.
And let his poor wife know that he exploded.
I only came because Starfire.
What a surprise.
I mean...
Became a liability. I didn't have a choice. I promised him he would be safe.
You shouldn't have done that.
Never make promises you can't keep.
Yeah. Welcome to working with the mob.
I like to shake on my toes.
Oh, she's gonna burn your frickin' hand off.
I'm a queen.
Mm-hmm. Corey, you need to get the info first. You could have done this after. Okay, well that was completely useless all around. Badass, but useless.
I know we needed Velasquez's intel. I know I screwed up.
Coriander, you were right to do what you did.
Hmm?
That rage you feel right now, I felt that the day I killed our parents. Perhaps now is the time to tell you why.
I'd like to know.
After you, they thought that by killing me, it would bring you back. All they had to do was sacrifice their lesser daughter.
I need to talk to the Tamaranians.
51% was good enough for them too.
I need witnesses.
I thought that if I took the throne, it would help me unify Tamarin. But Tamarin hates me. I
Well,
came to Earth to convince
you're a
him
murderer.
by myself. Victor.
Victor who?
Victor Freeze. I know exactly.
Mr. Freeze?
You okay?
I'm fine.
She says aggressively. Oh, a little tension there. Kind of like it.
Fine with that.
Our parents never really gave you a chance. Maybe
Oh.
I should.
You're gonna regret that, I feel like. But hey, it's not gonna be because you weren't a good sister. Ooh. Connor's like, you wanna feel like testing that out on me? Okay, we like the outfit. Ooh, he's intrigued. Okay, yeah, her outfit's baller.
You look good.
He's got a little crush. He's like, you look great in it, but I'd like to take you out of it, sis. No, what is it with weird clown-looking things? I know it's a snowman, but no.
Didn't you hear? The bat left Gotham.
Yeah, but Darkwing didn't. Darkwing. Nightwing.
He's here. What?
That was great. What? Ooh, yes, the hair queen.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oops. It blew out. Yes.
It's all wrong.
It's all right. It feels good too. But it's too early in the season. Something's still gonna happen. I can feel it. Ooh, partial to. Are we getting partials? Yes! Tamaranian sister action! Look at this black excellence on my screen. Connor's like, nuh-uh, not to my wife and my sister-in-law. Nuh-uh.
Not bad.
Hmm.
You're not so bad yourself. Let's see.
I ship it. Yes.
Super strength.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering what other skills you have.
She looked down.
Sometime.
Yep, I'm down. One of the Tamarini sisters got to be getting something this season since y'all just be holding out. Wow, we're celebrating when you haven't caught him or Jason. Too early. Well, you guys just do it already, I guess. Geez, since we're just hinting at it so heavily.
You didn't want to leave, did you?
No, little Dick didn't want to leave. Oh. I'm so disappointed. Guess we're going with the comic book arc. Fair enough. I feel betrayed. Deeply betrayed. Are you at the girl's house? What's her name? Molly? I think you're the only person who actually understands Jason. I mean, look at Gar's face. How can you not just trust him? He looks like a little puppy dog. All right, guys, that was the latest episode of Titans, and well, they got a win. I guess we could say this is definitely a win. They did frustrate the Scarecrow's plans. I like that Barbara said, look, the Scarecrow is smart. If we're all on our own mission, if we're all kind of scattered, then he will definitely be smarter than us. But if we actually combine, he can't outthink all of us. And I mean, obviously she meant mostly her and Dick, but you get my point. She got to the heart of the matter, which is that Titans were scattered. And while they were all doing their own thing, scattered, not working together, fighting each other to some degree, Scarecrow had all the time in the world to do what he needed to do and keep them distracted. But if they start to come together, great minds, right? Because yes, Dick is very smart, Barbara's very smart, Gar is very smart, Cora is very smart. Hello, we got Superboy with super fast brain. Like, there was really no reason Titans should not have been able to figure out and pinpoint more about this man sooner. We know that there was reasons. Everyone kind of had their own personal drama to be going through this season. And I think that Hank's death really did throw the entire team for a loop. And that kind of kept them reeling for a while. We'll talk, okay, so what should we jump into? I guess the highlights of this episode for me were, I like that we got finally a little bit more around why Blackfire did what she did, like as far as the whole Fire Sister situation. We did get some last episode, but finally she asked the question, Blackfire asked the question that, like I said back in the Blackfire episode, I was like, how did Corey not ask why? Like, that should be your very first question when you hear that someone's killed your parents is, why? Why would you do that? But as I said in the episode, I don't really think, Corey doesn't seem very upset about it. Like, most people, if, you know, for me, I mean, God, if my brother killed my parents, I don't know that I'd even be able to look at him, let alone sit and have a casual convo. Like, there seems to be a real emotional disconnect there where it comes to Corey and her family. So it's not completely out of the realm that Blackfire would think that killing her parents was an option to do. She really had to be so emotionally disconnected from her parents to think that she had to resort to taking their lives. And like I said, Corey did not seem as emotional about it as I would expect. And we finally got the answer to that in this episode. And so we saw the deal with the mob woman and that super dark moment that was made clearly for the whole Coriander Blackfire situation, where this mob boss wanted her son back and she made it seem like she just lost something she needed back. They very much made it seem like it was framed like he left his mother because of what she did, and that's very understandable. He obviously didn't agree with his mother's activities, but of course Mother left out the fact that he'd become an informant to the FBI, and apparently he left that out as well. And yes, that very shocking moment where she literally killed her own son. Killed her own son to protect her business. Like, that is a hardcore mobster. Like, she did not give a damn. Like, but obviously that was all there to illustrate that someone can have that familial bond that was supposed to be one of the closest bonds in the world, which is a parent and child. And she felt so betrayed by her son that she was willing to take his life, and that she thought that was the right move to make. And then, of course, we've got the whole theme of the episode, 51%. If you have a decision where both are bad, but one's even 1%, or in this case, I guess technically 2%, doing the other one, you got to take it, even if it's still a bad choice. And so, again, we see with that mob mother, she thought that the 51% choice was better to kill her son, who could provide information to the authorities about her. In the case of Blackfire, she explained that apparently after Coriander decided not to return to Tamarin, she says the people turned against her and blamed her, and that her family thought that, her parents I should say, thought that killing Blackfire would appease everybody and bring peace to everyone. And so therefore she felt like it was literally a save herself or kill them situation, and that's why she did it. But I like how they framed it, and where Blackfire is like, yeah, you feel that righteous indignance, like that absolute betrayal. That's how I felt, and that's why I killed our parents. Like, it wasn't something I savored. It was literally just the sheer rage of what was going on and me responding to it. And so that made it very real for Corey. It made it very relatable for her, I guess, for the first time since hearing this story. And we see that later on, she just basically said to her, you know what, you're right, I haven't really been there for you. You didn't really have a lot of chances growing up to prove yourself or show yourself as something other than what you were painted as. I can't fix it, but I can at least extend my trust to you now and show you that, you know, I can be different than our parents were. We'll have to see if that was a good or bad move. I still have my reservations about Blackfire. It sounds like a convincing story, but like I said, I would need to see a Tamaranian. Just, I don't know. I don't trust Blackfire yet. But of course, we know that they could be deviating from the comics in that. Maybe maybe they've chosen to make Blackfire a good hero in this case, or an anti-hero. But I don't know. My gut still tells me that we need to keep our eye on her, because I think it's a little too convenient, and this story is a little bit too, I don't know. I just feel like compared to what we saw go down in the cell when they first saw each other to now, I just feel like Blackfire is being entirely too forgiving, and maybe she's thinking that the fact that Corey's kind of gone soft since she's been on Earth might be her perfect opportunity to take her out as soon as her back is turned. And this season's been so dark that I just don't believe we're getting that win where those two are concerned. But speaking of wins on a completely separate note, I'm loving Blackfire and Superboy. I didn't see it coming, but I'm not hating it. I just kind of like the fact that she is just so like devious and dark and kind of sassy, and Connor is just so wide-eyed and innocent. She is gonna corrupt the hell out of that boy, and I love it. Hey, I'm just saying, you know, aliens need love too. You know, it's not just interracial, it's intergalactic now, okay? Anyways, I don't hate it. It's cute, and I don't know where they're gonna take it this season, but I wouldn't be against it, since it looks like we're not going to get our Dickory this season. I was hoping we might rekindle, but it looks like we're not going back to that right now, since it looks like Dick's back into Babs, quite literally. But yeah, we'll have to see what goes on there. I'm not sure why they decided to bring that back in, and why they couldn't have just had Dick and Corey find their way back to each other, but I'll just take this L. But yes, and then finally, I'd say the only other thing that was sort of cute to see was that Gar is not giving up on Jason. I mentioned in the last episode that I think Gar very much feels like he's another side of the same coin as Jason. He's not willing to accept that Jason's completely gone to the dark side. He thinks that there's still a way to save him, and so he's trying to find Jason on his own to see, like, I think in his mind, bless him, he thinks if he just has a good heart-to-heart with this kid, it's going to be enough. And I'm not saying it wouldn't affect Jason. Like, of all people, he might actually listen somewhat to Gar, especially since, like I said in the last episode, he is still connecting somewhat with Molly. But Gar is also very naive in a lot of ways, and I don't think he realizes just how far Jason has gone and how dark of a place Jason's in right now, and also how addiction can really, really mess with people. And while Jason was pretty much a non-issue in this episode, I'm hoping that this situation of seeing the plans foiled, and now him seeing Scarecrow, someone that he looked at and I think kind of somewhat thought, ooh, this is finally someone who's different, someone who's really gonna like help me get the best of the Titans and do all these things. He saw Scarecrow literally sit there and cry and scream and shake when the Titans came in and destroyed his operation and sent him running, and basically was, you know, driving his ice cream truck mad as hell, being like, Mom, I'm gonna get them back, you'll see. Like, I think Jason lost a lot of respect for Scarecrow in those moments, and also started to realize that Scarecrow is not his ticket to getting what he thinks he wants out of his revenge plot. And so we didn't get to see much outside of Jason's face, but I think he's had a lot to think about, especially now that he realizes that this addiction is really going to be the huge Achilles heel in him ever getting anything done as far as maintaining control of himself or taking the steps that he thinks he needs to in order to get his revenge. So the plot is still thickening with Titans. Again, I'm still not sure where this is all going to go. Scarecrow is on the run right now, but he definitely is not up for the count. There's got to be more coming. Like, we're only on episode 7, so I've got to think that there's going to be some more things coming or something worse. I don't know what that's going to be, but I am very much looking forward to it because, like I said, every episode has been solid this season, so I'm very happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.